Good morning. I'm Lisa Lopez from the Advancement Office, and I am here with my partner in crime, Michael Beechler. And our presentation today will outline the variety of roles that we play in advancement, supporting our colleagues in the various regions at CCL who are working on societal advancement work. So, Michael, do you want to kick us off?
Sure. One of our earliest efforts was the Golden Leaf effort that has emerged into a longitudinal, multi-year effort. And this was one where advancement staff identified the opportunity. I went to a Golden Leaf meeting that talked about their grant-making priorities, took a deep look at their annual reports, and recognized that they had a significant investment in scholarship programs of college students, and felt there might be a real opportunity to build a leadership component, an action learning component into the scholarship program. And co-wrote the proposal with Joel and Sarah Miller, and participated in their meeting with their Board of Trustees. And then over the years, the advancement role has been really to fade into the background as very talented Laura Weber and Joy Griffin and their staff have carried the ball forward and developed this into a real signature program for CCL.
In 2009, the center received our first federal grant, and that was from the Office of Juvenile and Justice Delinquency and Prevention Program. And it was to support the partnership that we had developed with the YMCA. We received nearly $500,000 to infuse a leadership program into the Y's already established Black and Latino Achievers Program. So we were very excited about that first federal grant. So the advancement, while we were applying for the grant, the advancement office worked very, very closely with the grants team to help write the grant, to draft the budget, and also to help submit the grant through grants.gov. And then post-award, we worked very, very closely with the principal investigator to help draft the grants reports, the quarterly and biannual grants reports. And then throughout the entire process, the advancement group liaised with the CCL finance group just to keep up with all of the financial reports.
The advancement team has played an important role in supporting the East Africa campus since we developed an office in Ethiopia in 2009. I was the principal writer of our first USAID grant, Youth Voices for Reform in Kenya, co-wrote our first major grant in the Gambela region in Ethiopia with Aaron White.
And also the USIP grant, we worked very closely as partners to help write the grant and draft the budget and also submit the grant.
And our role has evolved over the last couple of years as they built staffing capacity. Our role, we're mostly a support arm, supporting their younger staff in co-writing proposals. And as the grants have gotten more complex, particularly the U.S. government grants, we've been working more on the back end. Contract development, dealing with the issues like IP, and just the relationship of subcontractors and vendors, and also liaison with our finance office as well. We've also, our role with RWJ has been, I'd say, a smaller supportive role. Clearly ENP faculty have done the bulk of the work on that, and Lynn and Karen and Andy have done a fantastic job of developing strong partnerships with RWJ on a multiplicity of programs. Our role, we've played a decently strong role in a few of the grants, the Community Coalitions grant, where I was a co-writer with Lynn, and also a leadership assessment that RWJ asked us to do. But largely our role has been to fill in gaps with our significant RWJ work.
And In addition to working with the EMP group and the LBB folks, we get to work with the great people of the Research and Evaluation group. One such example is the Virtual Teams research grant that we received from SHRM, or the Society for Human Resource Management. A couple of years ago, we received $135,000 to support this research grant. It was a great experience. The advancement group worked with that team to reach out to external partners, the University of Connecticut and Polarity Partnerships. And so advancement's role in that case included working with the grants team, the principal investigators, to help write the grant. We also served as the liaison between SHRM and CCL. We also drafted the budget, and we also, a big part of our role included post-award, where we helped the principal investigators secure research sites.
One of the most fun and rewarding role that this old man has had the pleasure of playing is to work with the young staff in the Brussels office to build some grant writing capacity in the social sector in our Brussels office. Over the last 3 or 4 years, I've worked with about 6 staff, and with the goal to basically make these folks better grant writers than I am after a year or two. And I think we're well on that way of doing. We've had some notable successes with UNDP, the McKnight Foundation, European Union in Madagascar, and more recently Paris 21 in a variety of African countries. And it's just a really fun role that I get a chance to play. Also, over the last couple years, we've, I think many of you know about our new philanthropy strategy, where we're working more closely with our strategic business partners and trying to tap into the philanthropic resources that our corporate clients represent. And we've had one early success with the Coca-Cola Scholars Foundation, where I identified an opportunity that looks a lot like a national version of the Golden Leaf Scholars Program, where we take an existing scholarship program and build in enhanced coaching and leadership supports. Co-wrote the proposal with Laura Weber, and then the role is really going to be to fade in the background as talented people like Sam Solomon take over and implement the project.
Occasionally, advancement's role has to be to recommend that we not submit a proposal, or actually to pull the plug on a proposal. And so that can be difficult sometimes, but it could be for various reasons. It could be that the deadline is just too short, or that the proposal is just not a fit for CCL. And sometimes it could be that the time investment is just not worth the proposal amount.
And one final example or story of the way we work is our very exciting work with the Gates Foundation, in which our role is really to supplement the considerable talent and experience of the EMP group on Lynn and that Andy have represented on the public health leadership side, and where I basically plug in a role of representing our international experience in public health and really our capacity overseas. And it's one of those things where this is a really exciting opportunity where our societal advancement work gets an opportunity to be not only U.S. based, but also build further capacity internationally.
Yeah. So as you can see, the advancement group can play a variety of roles, from lead grant writer to minor editor to the liaison with the CCL finance group to mentor. And so we're very excited about the direction that the Societal Advancement Group is going. It's the blending of talents that will undoubtedly open a myriad of opportunities.